Hello, people. Hey, it's my birthday today. End of the day here. I kind of was like, I gotta make the video today because I'm going on a road trip tomorrow. A lot's happening. We have birthday. We got road trip tomorrow for a week. Going to New York, visiting my friends with my friends. So that's gonna be crazy, good fun. Turned 21 today. That was great. Did some good family stuff, and then we also have another milestone. We had 11 subscribers on the channel. Thank you all very much. We made it to the double digits. We have ascended to the 2-digit spot. That's pretty cool. I thought that was cool. I just looked at it just before making this video. I was like, whoa, hey, look, 11. Thank you all, 11 you, and anyone else who is, watching for subscribing. I hope you've enjoyed the content so far. I've enjoyed making it, and I will hopefully continue to do so. We're going to keep on trucking through the summer. We're going to have a great eBay summer together, reseller summer. We're going to get some stuff. I'm going to show you guys some, we're doing a classic thrift haul video today, and we're going to actually pull in a few hauls because I've done a bunch of hauls this past week because every day we're thrifting. All right, this is the reseller summer. We're going all the way in, all the way in. We're loving it. We're really rolling in it. We're rolling in the items. You see them down there. We have big stacks. I've been organizing, doing my spreadsheets. We're getting work done. And, I'm taking a little bit of a break here. I had a whole school year. We've been doing all this stuff. Had some, family health issues that we've been dealing with. They're now past us. And we're on to brighter days. It's going to be a nice little bit of relief. Maybe I'll do some thrifting down there. Hey, we'll see what we find. See if New York is any different. Without further ado, let's look at some stuff I've found recently. We have some big items. We have some cool items. And, some things that you'd be like, why'd you pick that up? And we're going to explain them all right now. Starting off with the oddballs. The oddball cassettes. Now, why did I pick up some cassettes? They're in the free bin. They're actually in the free bin, so I always like stressing to you guys, every so often there's these, items that are just kind of off to the side. They're just trying to get rid of them. A lot of people are just trying to get rid of stuff. Maybe you can even ask some of your friends. I've asked my friends. I have great friends, great family. Even some people on my road, I'm getting a little bit of notoriety. Are like, hey, we have a bunch of books. We're trying to get rid of them. You want them? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. So, I've always tried to, I actually try to give money if it's my friends or family or anything like that. You guys, because they're helping you out. They're doing a favor for you. But I always say, think of me as like a dumpster for media. Just dump your stuff on me. I will take it. I'll resell it for you. No problems. No problems with me. So this is a few examples here. Just some random items. Thrift store was getting rid of them. I took a look. Oh, there was some media in here. We can see. Yep, both cassettes were there, and radio classics. There was nothing else like this out there. There was no exact match, so we put the rare. Put $5 because all the other ones from Jack Benny were going around $5 or so. So I figured that was fair. Another cassette we have. A is for Alibi, the Sue Grafton books. We had to have this out for like $3. This wasn't really going for that much, so we were like, sure, we'll put it up there. If the price was $0, you only go up from there. Always, when you're dealing with small flips, we stress this always because it is always true. There's never a time that this is not true. When you're dealing with small price flips, you're going to want to make sure you charge shipping, and we have done so here. $3.19 media mail shipping. We do this because if you sell something for $2.89 and shipping is $3.19, you're already in the red, and you're not even at eBay fees yet. Always charge shipping when you're dealing with small flips like this. It'll save you a lot of money, Again, just another free bin item. I just wanted to stress the fact that you can get stuff for free out there. It's not ever going to be a much. Every so often you get a good win. I actually have a lot downstairs that I haven't listed, and it was a huge bin, of magazines, and they're all fashion magazines. I'm going to list those together. They're actually going pretty well. I think like $20, $30 or something. I haven't counted them all out and seen if there's any rare ones, so that could fluctuate. But the general census I was getting from $20, $30 range, and that was just from a free bin. So yes, you can get stuff that's better than $3. And a lot of people are like, hey, why are you selling these small priced items? Why are you selling these small priced items? These aren't worth your time. You're better than this. Well, it's because I think of them as cannon fodder. They're little items. They're things that will go out of your store. They'll go pretty quick, and they're not going to be a huge impact. But, it's a sacrifice to the eBay gods to give you some sales is how I always think about it. It's a little thing to kind of, lubricate that pipeline of sales. It goes down, and then maybe some better items. The algorithm mumbo jumbos that no one really understands, not even the developers. So we're going on here. We have a good book, and this is an art book, my friends, an art book. Why am I so happy about that? Well, art books can be a huge hit or kind of like a miss, but this one was a pretty big hit. $30 for this one here we're charging. There was like two out there. One was listed for 60 and the other one was for 50. Came in. My strategy is always try to undercut because we just want the sale. We're not in the storage business. We're in the selling business. We want things good and gone. So that's exactly what we did. We show off the whole item here. We show off the wear and tear. We have a little wear in the corner there. But overall, this is a pretty good conditioned item, and that's what we have it listed as. Condition good, $28.88, $3.82 shipping. Another solid find. Keep an eye out for your art books. They definitely pull through many times. It's kind of like, the bigger ones has a little more stylistic. It's a self-portrait, or it'll be a picture of a mountain, a nice beautiful drawing. Keep an eye out for them. I do art books quite frequently, and they are more times than not a double thumbs up book. Going on, we have a very cool one. Spurgeon's Devotional Bible. Bibles. Hey, everyone has their own, own preferences, own things that they're comfortable with. If you're okay with selling or reselling religious, media or anything like that, I sell some VHSs from here to there, some Bibles here to there on my store. Whatever you're comfortable with. Everyone has their own limits, their own beliefs, and that's completely fine. But here, I pick up my Bibles every so often. They're typically all right sellers, and we have one here, 1777, $4.45 shipping. A nice hardcover dust jacket Bible. This one is in 1982, so vintage. Always keep an eye out. Your vintage books in general with the hardcovers and the dust jackets will perform better overall than, just a paperback book or a non-dust jacket book. But Bibles are normally a nice, solid pickup, very consistent. Definitely something, if you feel comfortable with it, go for it. If you don't, no harm, no foul. Everyone, like I said, everyone has their own, comfortabilities, and I'm not here to judge. Just saying, if you, are looking for a tip, Bibles can be pretty good for your store. Brand new and sealed. Is it a deal? It is a deal, my friends. Brand new and sealed DVD. We always talk about these on this channel. You want to know why? Because they're always good. True and real. $9.90 plus a $3.19 shipping. Now, typically, I always say $1 for 10 is okay. That's that's like the bar minimum, standard. You get your $1 in, you get $10 out. We always charge shipping. I've been trying to charge shipping with everything now because price of stuff's going up if you haven't noticed. So try to make sure things aren't getting cut into any more than they are. I actually don't think I really list anything free shipping unless it's just an item that I'm selling for so much that it's like, I'm just not going to sell shipping, or nothing else out there is charging shipping. In that case, I'll try to do free shipping as well if I can swing it. But yes, always. I even have some right off to the right here that I was listing earlier, and some back here I was listing. Even like sealed CDs. Sometimes books come sealed as well. If it's sealed, it's a deal. Always look at it. Give it a look. Give it a scan. Type it in up on eBay. You'll normally find that it is worth your while. Worth your while indeed. We have another one here. This is a Wii game. Games. Games are always good. Games are always consistent. But around me, they are pretty rare. I don't see a lot of games. But I will give you some advice regarding games. We have the manual here and the game. Now, why did I say manual? I said manual because it is pretty important when it's coming to game. Want to know why? Because then you can type in complete with manual. A complete game always it's a good keyword for games and media as a whole. If your TV series has all its manuals, do complete. It's a good keyword. How I'm trying to think of like a clothing equivalent. Actually, like a good electronics equivalent would be like tested, working. In the realm of games, complete with manual, that normally helps quite a bit. We actually have some more games coming up here that I can break down. Kind of a similar thing, but actually the opposite. Similar, but opposite outcome. So yes, but the clothing equivalent, maybe it would be like the type of fabric or something, or new with tags. New with tags is a good equivalent. It has its tags with it. But yes, a good game, a Wii game. Wii is typically desirable. Check out my Wii video if you want. I tested a whole Wii and a huge lot of games. I went into how I test my stuff and how I look at all that. I like the video. I've been doing some wacky videos recently, but we're doing a little return to form today, which I kind of like. A Wii game's always good. Pretty rare up by me, but if they're not rare by you, pick them up, or at least give them a look. VeggieTales, VeggieTales, VeggieTales. A lot of VeggieTales. Now, VeggieTales is actually a very desirable set. Very good, very nostalgic, always in high demand. I've done VeggieTales in the past, doing VeggieTales again. We have the 3 movies: the Good Lyle the Kindly, Robin Good, Lyle the Kindly Viking, and Sweet Pea Beauty. And they're actually kind of all like fantasy themed, so I think this is a very nice set. We have it out here for $12.22, $3.19 media mail shipping. Pretty good. Doing your lots of like items, very similar, same set, same universe. Making sure you're stressing that point. It's very good. This is a desirable lot. This is a double thumbs up lot. It has my recommendation. But not everything you want a lot. And that's what we're going to get into. Star Wars Galaxies. Now, this is a very unique and a near and dear to me. I am a game player. I like playing my games, guys. And a game I used to play was none other than Star Wars Galaxies. An old Star Wars game, a gold Star Wars game. But what was I talking about earlier? No manual. It has no manual, so the price of this item I have listed for $38.88 with $5.10 first class shipping. So anything that is £1 or under can go first class. And it's because it's a game, and games aren't really supposed to be in media mail a lot of the time, but sometimes it's a weird thing. But yes, it also has some wear and tear on the case. But I show off all the discs. It has this manual, but not the other manuals that it typically does have. So I also mentioned, hey, you don't always lot everything, and that's because this was the starter kit for the game. So this is the base installation of the game, and yes, so we have some manuals again, but not the main manuals, and yeah, but we have all the discs. Now, why did I not list these together? Well, there was no other listings out there really that had both all the expansion packs for the base game and the base game, and the ones that were out there were for like $100. That sounds great, doesn't it? Sounds great. On the solds, and this is where you want to be checking your solds, there was none sold together. But individually, these games were selling quick. The total experience selling very quick for that $40 to like $60, $70, $80, depending if you have the manuals, condition of the case, brand new, whatnot. $40 to like $80. I went $38.88, try to undercut. And then again, with the Star Wars Galaxy base game, you have the same similar story. And they were selling really quick, very consistently. You're checking your greens, checking your dates, checking for the amounts on the dates. Very consistent, very good price. I decided it would be better to just list them independently. Every so often, it's one and done, parted out. You hear that out there, and it's not false. Every so often, the lot is not the way to go. Now, I like my lots, and it makes things a little bit easier, but sometimes financially, parting it out is really what you want to be doing. So in this case, we parted these out. We mentioned that we had no manuals. It affected the price a little bit, not too harshly, but we couldn't say complete. We couldn't say complete on this, despite having all the discs. But I did like to say that it had all the discs in the title, because that is really important. That's the main thing. You want all the discs, obviously. This is some 13 discs among the 2 cases. History of Lynchburg, Virginia. I just wanted to bring this up. Your history books, your vintage history books, obviously hardcover and dust jacket here. A little bit bent, which is funky. I've never really seen a bent book like that. But yes, a vintage hardcover book we have here from 1786 to 1946 from Lynchburg, Virginia. Virginia is a very historical state. I guess every state has history, but I feel like I hear Virginia more when we're talking about history than typically other states. This one going out here, $28.88, $3.82 shipping. This is pretty good. Just keep an eye out for vintage history books, especially ones with the dust jacket that are hardcover, and it is fairly good condition. Bar it being bent, it has no real wear and tear on its dust jacket. It has a little bit of smudging and that, but that's just age. That's age, baby. That's the rust that gives it the beauty of being a vintage book. So keep an eye out for history books. They can be pretty good. Once again, I actually have right over here, I have a World War II infographic fix, and I have the history of AM racing, and then the history of Freemasonry. A lot of vintage books, and I know they aren't war history. The World War II book is, but yes, keep an eye out for history books. They can be desirable. Childcraft, a very common thing on my store. I bet you there are other listings out there today that are childcraft. There are, actually. I know of them. Actually, is that true? That lot might have sold. Anyways, I've dealt with childcraft in the past. Very good, very desirable, highly nostalgic item, very volatile item. And what I mean by that is that it goes quick and it goes for a good amount. I only have 3 books and they're in pretty measly condition, as we can see here. That's a huge rip, that, and we have it out here for $25, $55, $508, medium mail shipping. We have best offer. I always do best offers. You want to know why? Because if someone sends me an offer that I like, I will take it on a heartbeat. You want to know why? Because why not? Why would you not do it? Why wait when you can get it gone today? Childcraft. This is just, there's nothing to this thing other than childcraft. Keep your eye out for childcraft. Fairly common with quotes. It's common, meaning I ran into it in the past and I know enough to pick it up, but it's not something I find every day. All right. Another common one, a little thing that you want to keep your eye out for. Actually, the next few here are pretty common ones that you just want to write down. Keep it in your brain space. The Audubon. Typically, they do birds, and the birds one are really good. But this one is the butterflies, moths, and other studies. Again, a bent book. I find plenty of bent books. Vintage hardcover and dust jacket. Wow, what a theme. What a theme of this video. Hardcovers and dust jackets are good. All right. So keep an eye out for them. Audubon, another desirable, very well sought after type of book, series of books. This whoever Audubon is, I believe it's some people that collection, some guild, some group that does all the nature photos and stuff. They do photos of butterflies, moths, and other studies, and I know they do birds. I know birds specifically is what I associate Audubon with. But in this case, we got the butterflies ones. They both have wings, right? They're both in the air. They're both living. They're both breathing. Do they breathe? I'm going to assume so. But yes, 1555. Very good. Thumb up. Keep an eye out for that. And most importantly, keep an eye out for Harry Potter's with the hardcover and dust jackets. That's pretty good. We find plenty of these. We sell them all the time. Some of them go a little bit more. Some of them go a little bit less. This one's on the little bit less side of $13.33. That's all right. We have a hardcover dust jacket. We have the first edition. We show that off there. First American edition. We show that. We show off the back. We show off the side. Show that there's no real wear and tear on the side. This is a very good condition Harry Potter. Keep your eye out for Harry Potter books. Maybe do a lot. The lots do very well. Here's a Roebuck & Co. Consumer's Guide. I've actually sold these in the past, so again, it's kind of like this is a common one. But no, this is just kind of like a cool vintage piece. And I've sold it in the past, and this one also seemed to be selling fairly consistently. I have it out here for $10. Just a nice little paperback. Hardcovers I typically pay $1 for, and paperbacks I pay anywhere from 25 to 50 cents. And if it's a kid's book, like those Childcrafts, I pay like 10 cents each for them. So the Childcrafts is like 30 cents. This one here is probably like 25 cents. And any hardcover you've seen in this video is definitely $1. So in this case, we have a 25-cent item going into $10. That's way better than our $1 to 10, ain't it? And yeah, this is just one of those ones where it's kind of a nostalgia piece. It looks cool. It has that old look to it, and you can always tell vintage stuff from contemporary modern stuff. So yep, keep your eye out for that. We're going on to the special one. You guys remember, I know it's been a little bit since we've done a video like this, but remember, I always save you guys the special one for last. Paul Cleese notebooks. For every reason my thing isn't working. Boom! Volume 1. The Thinking Eye. $2.90. What are you doing, Nick? What are you doing? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am succeeding. I'm getting lucky. This is just luck. This is a luck piece. I happen to pull this out of a huge box, and this is another art book, guys. Art book coming through. Let's read the synopsis here. This book is the first full collection of Paul Klee's ideas on form and artistic creation, the copious notes in which he set forth his thoughts are pictorial elements. And I'll cut it off there. This one is a huge book if it actually sells, and it's not going to sell for this price, but others out there, and I'll show you, we've had a bid go up for $100. We had, across the pond here going for that. But we have volume 2 go for an offer here for $300. I'm just having this out here for this price. I do not anticipate it selling for this price. I have best offer on. Probably someone will shoot me an offer. I'll take it for maybe $100, $150. Don't know. No one else is selling this book currently. I'm the only person with it. There are other people with volume 2 out there, and maybe volume 1 in the UK, but I believe in my region, I'm the only one with Paul Klee's notebooks, and I'm, willing to take any offer on it, $100 or more, because, like I said, other people have gone around $100 for it. I'm the sole provider. You guys saw my video on what makes an item sell on eBay. Being a sole provider does help. It gives you that sway, and I like that. that is a good position to be in as a seller. A classic Mantup Sells thrifting haul video from, a few thrift hauls scattered out throughout the week. The best bits, the highlights, only the best for my loyal fans, my great Mantup Sells watchers. I am going to be departing. My first trip, my first day of being 21 is upon me. I'm going to go. I'm going to enjoy myself. Maybe I'll go and do some weird NY thrifting. We'll see what happens down there. I'm sure we'll get into some wacky stuff. Dudes being boys. It'll be fun. But we're going to come back. And we're going to come back great. We're going to come back strong for a new video on Saturday. And you know what else? You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a great week. You're going to get out there. You're going to list. You're going to thrift. You're going to find stuff. You're going to find Paul Klee's notebooks. Volume 1, 2, and 3. You're going to sell it for $1,000. I know you can. Then you're going to comment down below saying, I got all 3, like you said I would. Now, if that doesn't happen, I just hope you make the best of your week. All right? Grounded in reality. You guys have a great week. It's been fun, this journey we've been doing together. Me, you, my laptop, my camera, the YouTube box website. Been fun. Been great. We're going to keep it going, keep it rolling. I'm going to give you guys sweet relief. You may now depart. Soldiers salute and peace. Have a good one, guys.